Hello everyone, welcome to another drawing session. I'll be working on some mermaid drawings tonight, and yeah, it should be fun. Gotta finish this one up, and I have another one after this I want to start, which is the one of Richard, which is still very rough, but I like the idea. I just need to. I thought I would try some kind of like something. I'll have to try and think of. I'll work on his. Okay. Just gonna do some more warm-ups first, and then I'll get into it. Let's get some music on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. Okay, never mind. I see what I did. Okay. Let's go. Dun, dun, dun. So I hope everyone had a great week. Yeah. Let's do some quick drawings here. Of course, it's doing that again. I don't know why it does that. Like this. I usually do these for warm-ups, but it's kind of, considering what we're drawing tonight, I figured it'd be kind of fun to do some armor as a warm-up. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't. Key. That's pretty good. First, just a startup. Let's see what we got else. What just happened? Hello. Sorry about. I don't know what happened. I just looked down and realized that it had disconnected me for a second. So it's back, I guess, but that's good. But that's weird. Interesting. That's not real armor. Let's just do the character. Oy. Yeah, the first time I've lost a connection in a while. So I wonder what caused it today. Ah! I hate that. I'll be right back. Get some water really quick. Well, at least it didn't disconnect again. Yeah, Mermay is a old art challenge in case new people see this later. I don't know. Mermay is an art challenge where you draw merfolk every day, and they do have a prompt list, but I just kind of felt like doing my own thing this year. Like I'm gonna just draw different fish for each of my original characters, because I tried to do one of theirs. Their list is okay. It's just a little generic, so I kind of just felt like if I'm gonna be, I'd rather just be doing like whatever I want with the prompts instead of it being these hyper specific words that maybe work for what they have planned, but don't really work for what I would want to do on something I'm just doing for fun anyway. So, yeah. Do 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 do. Hello. No, I wasn't feeling well on Wednesday, so I decided to take a short, just take the day off. But yeah, so it's the first one of this week, right? Yeah. Because I started, did I start? No, I think I started it on this channel. Yeah, I started Mermay on this channel. For doing some, you just caught me doing some warm-ups. This is kind of cool. I haven't done this pose in a long time. Oops. No, I'm not going to do that. I have been really liking that Witch Head Atelier. I don't know if you got a chance to watch that yet, but it's really good art, and it's kind of interesting. Someone pointed out on YouTube, like it's kind of like what was it? Free Run's more like science, and Atelier is more like a representation of creative passion, kind of like with artists or with musicians. That kind of like spark you get when you're kind of in love with the process. 'Cause the main character loves magic. Which is nice, because it's always sometimes like a jaded main character can be fun, but it's nice once in a while having like a really enthusiastic one. Butchering this one. I don't draw this pose often. I shouldn't have rushed into it so quick, but it's okay. That's why they're sketches, you know. They're not like this isn't going to turn into a real character, so. It's good to know where my weaknesses are, so that if I ever have to do this again, I'll be more careful next time. Yeah, I can't even fix it. This is I probably could, but it would take more time than I want to for these roughs. We'll do one more rough, and then we'll get into the. Actually, you know what? Let's just get into them, because I got a lot I want to do. I started Richard's and I want to finish up this character because I like how she's coming along. So I'm gonna clean up her line work and then go back over and enhance the color. Is a character that's about to show up in the story. She is a detective that works in the city that's kind of like a giant trap for magic people, that where you can walk in, but you have to like basically work a sentence to work your way back out of the city because it attracts powerful people. So it's kind of like the Sealy Court's way of just trying and grab some unsealies and put them somewhere so they don't cause any trouble on Earth. Since it's a lot easier for them to pop up in places after everything that's been happening. I guess all the gaming news will be, or the gaming announcements for upcoming ones is steadily approaching. So that'll be fun. I mean, I have such a backlog. I don't think it really matters for me, but it's still fun seeing what creative new games are coming out. And seeing if any of the games that I have on like wish list well, hopefully some of those might get a actual like release date. 'Cause you never know. I mean, I still got plenty, like I said, from like once I have in my library that I just haven't even installed. Combined with there's some that I would like to get like that. I'm really tempted to get that what's that one called? I normally could say it without even thinking, but it's that one with the little girl and the space guy. That looks really fun, so I might have to pick that up, even though it's a little bit more in the. Well, we'll see. Maybe I can just wait and see if it's. I don't think it's gonna get cheap anytime soon, though. It's really popular, but I don't know. I'll think about it. I guess Path of Exile got a new add-on, so I might have to check that out. And Yeah, because it looks like it's. I haven't played that in forever. That one was fun. I usually rather play those with other people though, so I wish maybe I'll try and find some time where I could maybe set something up for that, where I play with some other people. Because I am part of a guild on there. So. Let's see if I can get this other one here too. I do have another one that I made even, well, probably about the same progress on this one. Because there's a My Time game that I'm waiting for the release date of that is their biggest yet, and it has like a really strong they like really upgraded the game engine, so we'll see. Maybe it'll be announced. They were doing a lot of work still, so I think they were doing like a first round of tests on it, so. Oh, well, that's funny. Oh well. Sorry, I just gotta try and. Okay. Got my. If I had a cable, I probably could just send. I could probably just connect these two, but I have my tablet and my portable tablet in my hands now because I was working on something at work. Oh, here we go. Great. Okay. I just gotta get it and then I can get to work on it. Sorry about this. I was thinking maybe even if not on this channel, maybe on my Twitch, if I wanted to go back to Tuesdays, I might add in just a day where I do partial game. Maybe I'm playing with that idea because there's with so many I can probably it'd be kind of fun to play some adventure games again with some people to help in the chat. That was fun that one time. Like I haven't played Indiana Jones yet, and that would be a fun one to do. Or maybe I'll take another swing at Monkey Island. There we go. Yeah, see, I got quite a bit done on him. So this is coal mixed with him. He's kind of like his version of being a mermaid is part mantis shrimp. So he's got those giant big front claws you can whack with. And I was trying to think of things to have him like summoning like these like creatures. Maybe like a bobbit worm, and then like some kind of like more prehistoric type of sea life, like those I forget what they're called. But there's this one that has, it's like a sea, I think its nickname was the sea scorpion. Oops. But I forget its true name. But that one would be interesting. Oops. Annoying. Not again. No. Not again. Yeah, I should sharp clean up some of these lines. Are we doing on time? Not too bad. Oops. Keep forgetting this is one layer. I'm like, oh no. I'm in the what layer trap. What do I do? Yeah, this is Solomon Cole. He's a powerful conjurer, and he's apparently able to, for the sake of this drawing exercise, he can sometimes like forge a new body out of just like whatever is lying around to like conjure another form on top of his own. Even though he's mainly just more of a necromancer kind of wizard. Apparently, this falls into that in some way. It's a fun character to draw. Just funny having this like guy who dresses over the top, but he's a very quiet kind of like researcher type of wizard. So he's like, it's almost like he's just trying to almost cosplay as like a more intimidating wizard just to scare people away, so he doesn't so they don't bother him. Doesn't always work, but he certainly tries to make it work. And this drawing exercise was, I think it was one of the Bancroft brothers came up with it. I can't remember if it was Tony or if it was Tom Bancroft, but it's been fun. It kind of was like the way I got back into drawing online. So I was in the middle of a art mentorship or near the end of it, and we were supposed to just like network with the other artists and try and like just keep each other accountable to working on our art. And I found that like drawing on Instagram with these other artists really helped me out. And now Instagram is not friendly to artists. I mean, it barely was back then, but at least it let me draw and stream, whereas now it doesn't even let you do that unless you have like above a certain viewer count. I think we talked about this last time, but just kind of a shame. I feel bad for all the artists that don't get to have that experience, because that was really a fun way to meet new people, and like, well, like anyone that was in your chat could just like become someone you could collab with, and I thought that was really fun, but then again, I had really good. I mean, much like here, I'm just lucky to have really good viewers, because some people are not that lucky, but I am. All mine are awesome. There were times when I thought about maybe making a rules list for here, but everyone's been so good that like if anyone does anything, they catch themselves. So I really haven't had a reason to yet. So if I do, it's probably because someone new came in and kind of made me realize I need it. Maybe when I start to see there's higher views, I might put one on eventually, but no point yet. Kind of weird looking. I don't like that. I was just having one of my random just non sequitur conversations that, and we were talking about how in certain Disney movies there's always like every villain talks except for usually the antagonist carnivore, or the nature, I suppose, carnivore, which I guess makes sense, because if it's just nature, it shouldn't talk. But it's just funny that like you have like Little Mermaid, you have like, what was the other one I was talking about? There's also like Tarzan and a whole bunch of other ones, but usually when there's like someone who's like, or something that is a predator that is really just trying to survive, it's They make it seem like a brainless monster that wants to just like chomp and crush things, which, I mean, maybe mermaids taste really good to sharks. I don't know. Maybe that's why it seems so violent, because I can't imagine it really cares too much about flounder, which I can't remember what he said. He seems, I mean, he's pretty big though, so maybe it would. It's kind of hard to say because like different sharks have different behaviors, so some seem more quote unquote intelligent than others, but it's all millions of years of being on Earth. It'd almost be scarier if they were being chased by an orca, actually, because you can stand up to well, that shark's pretty big though, so maybe you couldn't stand up to that one. But usually, I've seen so many of those like professional divers where they there's that creepy one where the woman's showing you like that in a really bad situation, like the one that she puts herself in, you can kind of square off against them and kind of like show that you're not scared and kind of just bump their nose out of the way. But it also says don't really do this. This is only, they're just showing this person's done this hundreds of times, but a regular person shouldn't go looking for a fight with a shark. It's like it's so sad you have to tell them that. Cause I didn't even think of that. I wasn't like, oh cool, now I can go and just street fight. I can go underwater and go into their turf and bully them. It's like, no, that's a bad idea. The next day, so I'm gonna learn to draw left-handed now, and turns out I'm not that fast. Let me change this. Let's try something else. I was joking, saying that maybe like that shark could talk once, but then he made a bad deal with Ursula, and maybe that's why he's so angry with mermaids in general. It's because he always just sees Ursula when he sees any mermaid. don't really like this. But I'm gonna try a different thing. Just making a fist. Or like curling his hand this way instead. This might be okay. Let me just erase this hand into the background, kind of. Using just a highlighted color going across them. Yeah. Why am I... You know what? I just realized this whole time... I'm sorry, I've been... No. No. This has been off-center. That's why I was... I was like, why is it so hard to keep everything on stream? It's because I had to cut off stream. Oops. Well, that's good. That's a fine time, I guess. I was going to end up doing that. Might as well be then. Yeah, I'm liking them. I think I'm gonna finish a bunch of these in a row. Maybe I might get more than one of these done. But let's get. I'm gonna get to work on finishing up this one a little bit more, and then working on the other one because I really want to. Although I probably can just get away with getting rid of some of the color and being good. Yeah, see, it's still very rough. Give her a little more skin tone because she's not pale white. Ooh, nice. What kind was it? Was it the Huion or was it the XP pen? Because those are both, or is it a Cintiq? Not Cintiq, well, yeah, was it a Cintiq? Because some of those aren't too expensive, but I mean, I'm guessing it's probably an XP only because those are a bit more, I don't know, who knows? I'm curious to hear which one you got. And how you, what, yeah, think of it so far. I mean, it's not like a magical, like, wand or anything, so still got to put in the intense hours to get good. Like, it took me a while to even get comfortable with it, and I still make mistakes here and there, but like, it definitely is one of those things where you just gotta like, that's kind of, I mean, I think I said this earlier, but along with just having a place to draw with friends, it like getting better at digital. That's why I started streaming, is just because it was a way to like push myself to be on a schedule to always be drawing. Because especially with it being something that I do at home, it would always be easy. Back when this was when I was a little less serious, to just put it in the background and kind of like do when I want, instead of all the time like I should have. That's a mess. I don't like that. Yeah. I'm not sure what that would be. I mean, they're all really good though, honestly. Like, I had a Huion for a while before I moved back to the Wacom line. So I was fine with them. Like, it does the job. That's all that really matters. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm glad you like. I'm glad. It's cool to hear you got that. Any plans on what you're gonna your first like drawing frenzy, or like are you gonna have like a theme for your first like time using it? Like I mean, there's a couple different things this month, even like different art challenges, or you could just do like 30 head. I think there's something called like 30 heads or something like that, or maybe it's 300. I forget, but it's like just like anatomy study ones you could do, or like draw this in your style is always a fun one, I think, and you can do that anytime. I've done that a few times. I might do one in June. I don't know. We'll see if what the Kaijun list is like, and how busy I am, because I probably will be going back to the comic in June more thoroughly, because it would be nice to just get a little bit more work done on that. Yeah, so many options. Or you can always just like like take some old drawings and just keep refine and like use them as practice and just refine them with some studies. So that's what I did too. Yeah. But that should be fun though. Oh, you know what would be really good? I think it's called like, let me see. There's a digital tutorial on I think it's called. Yeah, Control plus Paint is the name of the channel. It's CTRL plus Paint. Yeah, and it goes over like all the fundamentals of art in like, but in a digital like setting kind of, so you can like, and it like goes from like very early beginner to like expert really, and it's really not. I jump in on it. Sometimes I refresh myself with certain parts of it, like just drawing good line work and stuff like that. There's stuff in there about that, and it's pretty cool. So I just thought I'd put that out there since that's a really good one. But yeah, hopefully that helps. And there's some other sites where you can get like lessons, but that's probably the best one I can think of offhand. That would be good. It's better. Kind of made it a little less. Yeah. Still has a little bit of shadow, hard cheek lines, like her, because she's. Beauty strewn. Maybe this is all the way up here. I'm gonna make it so it's a little bit there, like that. Yeah, it just doesn't work when it's that far back. It's gotta be. Yeah. Again? Oh no, what is going on today? I'm really sorry, everyone. I don't know why the internet's being such a pest. Like, that's the second time it's done that. Might have to call it pretty soon just because I don't want to risk a third time. Yeah, maybe I will. I'm sorry, but doesn't mean I'm going to quit this very moment. But if it does it again, I'm just going to stop. Like, that's annoying. But at least it's connecting really quick, so it doesn't seem like we're losing like 100% of the stream. It's just, I don't know why it's doing that though. It's so strange. I don't know if I... Let's see. This has already improved a lot, so that's... I'm glad to see already moving forward. I think fixing that like shoulder really did. Just got to do the other hand now. But first, I want to show this. Maybe work a little bit on this one too. Oops. Trying to think of a way to make him more merfolk like. I mean, obviously giving him a tail would help, but oops. I think I'll maybe give him a shark tail. I was gonna go for giving him something like a crocodilian or something like that, like a sea salt crocodile kind of look, but which might still be kind of cool, but that's not really a mermaid. It's cheating. It's not even a fish, so I mean neither is a dolphin, so but you know what I'm going to do, just to be safe, in case I do change my mind, I'm going to copy this layer. And now I can delete this without worrying about losing it. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Which shark is the best for him? Between tiger and great white. Let's see. Yeah, probably great white. They just kind of beak though, but and try it. If I don't like it, I can switch to something else. But and they have that like really white underbelly. The other option I have is to make him like that one guy in Harry Potter, that's part of for, what's the name of the school? The one with the quote unquote Russian students. I'm not sure what. I think they were actually. Maybe they were, but they were. He turned into like a part shark, but his head was the shark, which I guess proves how scary he is, how scary good that guy is as a swimmer. Because usually you think if you're going to be a shark, you want to be the bottom half because they're so fast in the water. But nope. Oh, I kind of like this though. Yeah, I'm gonna do some cleanup on the line work, and then I think I'll maybe call it here, because that way we don't have to worry about another crash. But I think I made some good progress, and I'm excited to see where this goes. Yeah, with all of his conjured armor on top of it too. That's gonna be cool. Just so he could still swim fast, but it's there. Kind of like Sun Jin Woo, kind of. From Solo Leveling, for people who haven't seen that show. It's pretty good. It's kind of one of those shows where he's one of those very like they power him up, kind of. But I think it's one of the better ones of those. Yeah, I kind of changed his. Originally, I had him with much rougher weapons, like they were just going to be these two weird, almost like, you know, those mine clubs with the stone clubs. I was almost going to give him those, but then I thought about it, and like, I overthought about it as usual, and I thought those would be pretty useless underwater because they would have. It'd be really, even if you were really strong, they just wouldn't swing as fast. So I thought, let's go with swords, because even if they will still apply, at least I find it a little more believable that he could like cleft through the water with swords than with clubs. Don't you hate it when your brain does that? It's like, hey, this drawing's not believable. I'm like, I'm drawing fantasy. Cut it out, brain. Who asked you? I wonder what people. That would have been a fun thing to do. Oh well, maybe I'll do it for one of these other streams. I'll do a poll of like what you think would be the most fun if you had like one day to be, or maybe like if you 1 hour even to be something like part something like part fish or part even part horse if you want to go on land, which probably might be safer. Well, depending on where you are. If you're in the savannah, then you better learn how to run fast real quick. Yeah, in the ocean, I wonder what people would say they want to be. Oh, I know. In the comments, if you want to, put it there, and that way it'll be proof that you watched this, and it's like it's one of those fun ways of like proving that, and also would be like an inside thing between all of us who are just watching. So, just a thought. I mean, if not, then that's fine. But I just thought that might be kind of fun. That would have been a good one too. Let's see what they look like. That might be a better choice. I can always change it. I'll think about it. I kind of like this better because, I mean, I was just thinking like a swordfish or a marlin might be more appropriate for him, but I'm on the fence. They do look pretty cool too, but yeah. Well, I'll think about it. I can always make another body, but they're both ambush, or I mean, this is bigger prey, obviously, but they both a threat. Easy. I think they're both really strong fish, but this one I just imagine this being a more appropriate like powerhouse of a fish. Oops, sorry guys, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Fix it in a second. Yeah, I did it again. Ah! Why? It only does this when I'm streaming. OBS, why do you hate me? Mustache power. I think I decided that if I ever do another cosplay for these characters, I would probably make Richard that guy from Seven Deadly Sins because he looks so much like him. I every time I see like a clip from that show, I'm just like, I hope no one thinks I just ripped this off because I didn't even know about this show. Was not even around when I first started this comic out. And even if he is, he's a very different character from what I've even seen. I've only seen clips of him like fighting, and he's much more of a like wrecking ball, like fire guy, whereas Richard's is a more like 10-10, where he summons weapons and he uses stealth when he can. I'll think of some cool motions for his hand to be doing. Let's just do some highlights and then we'll probably call it after that. They have this like ripply water effect on them. Yeah, I don't like that. At least I don't like that with this brush. didn't even need to draw it like that, but that could be kind of like a cool, like, sperm whale kind of pauldron there. And this is the great white pauldron on this side. Yeah. Hey, it's looking pretty cool. Let's see. Let's go back to my reference. I forgot. I'm sorry, Shark Week. I forgot what great whites looked like. Oh no, I lost my membership. It's like churning through the water really quick. Might make them like volcanic stone, kind of like maybe like a superheated, like that word, or a callum. Kind of makes me think of Ford's sword a little with the glowing eye. Ukatoa. I'm excited for that to come back. Not sure when. I need to look at my at the schedule on their. Maybe they have it on their site already when it's coming back, but hopefully soon. Jester's definitely one of my favorites of all the Critical Role characters. And don't get me wrong, there's some other ones like what was it? Sam's character in Fresh Cut Grass was one that really grew on me. Like in the beginning, it was kind of like it was very clearly purposely annoying. And then his whole mechanic behind the character was kind of interesting with the stress, and then like I just like the everything that character went through is really interesting. Plus, it's really cool that like every arc they kind of like, even though they were all very different backgrounds, they kind of had the same or similar themes going on with them. Like, what was their main issue to overcome was somewhat similar, but just different in like the scope or like the like what it entailed. But it's definitely interesting. I just figured I haven't drawn Richard with swords yet either, so it'd be kind of fun to make the first time be this, where he's kind of. Plus, it's kind of fun to make them like more refined. I mean, they're very big still. Like you think, I might shorten this one a little to that, but we'll see. Maybe not even that. Maybe just like get rid of the tip of this one, bring it down to like here. That way it's a little bit more. That's still really long, but it's okay. I mean, he's fighting in the ocean. There's probably very big things he's fighting because this is fantasy ocean. So, like, Fairy Realm has opened up and is like just possibly around the next curve. When he looks down into the abyss, he'll just like see just like something giant, like a kelpie mixed with one of those Goliath squid or something. Oh no, why did I do that? Phew. That was too much. Trying to think of a good color that would just be kind of like. Coming along pretty good. I'm really liking him. So I think I made some good progress on several of these. And I'll probably finish all 3 of these tomorrow. I might fix what the swords are doing, but I still like it a lot. I might get rid of the actually, yeah, I just might get rid of these actually. Oops, sorry, it doesn't matter, it's going to be gone anyway in a second. I thought it was a cool idea, and for a different, if he was, I'll figure a way to make it work if I want it back tomorrow, but for now this is good. Just get rid of this and this, or maybe even just like make it. Yeah, more like it's like an energy thing that's kind of wafting in the air or in the water, kind of. Yeah, okay. I'll probably put a haziness over him too, and then like add in like a little bit of light from above, kind of. Hello. Just doing some Mermay, and I'm working on. This is one of my main characters, Richard Steelsong, as a mermaid. He's a swordsman who he's like a battle mage essentially, and so I gave him this like armor, conjured armor that's based around like sharks, and like he's turned into part great white. And I'm just about to put in some like a gradient and a bunch of other stuff. So let's try to do that right now. Hope you're having a yeah. That's the thing I've noticed, is that like it seems like my streams, if I go on the later side, I tend to see a few more people. So I might switch up when I start to I might go back to 7 o'clock. Just because it doesn't seem like anyone's really. Oops. On at 6. So. Oops. But yeah, the whole story behind this is like these are all just characters in a comic I'm working on. Let's clean this up here a little bit. Yeah, he's because I thought it'd be fun to mix a like I've seen a lot of different things done with fantasy, and I'm sure this exists because everything's been done before to a degree. But like, I haven't seen too many fantasy that are like a combination of a journey or a quest mixed with like a natural disaster. So that's what this one's about, where the father and daughter are on a quest to save her mother from this essentially portal that's going to open up and possibly pull her into the fairy realm. So they're trying to get that to her before she gets pulled in, and she would probably she probably would have a better idea. I mean, she would have left sooner if she had. But the problem is in the story, she has no idea it's coming. Like, it's just kind of like she's distracted by other things. Like, she's on research. She found a baby dinosaur. She found a bunch of dinosaurs, and she's very distracted by that. And then by the time she realizes what's going on, she realizes that she's like really, like, it's a mad dash for her, and she doesn't think she's going to make it on her own, because she probably won't. Okay, so what are you doing? And meanwhile, they're trying to get to her, but like Richard has to be quiet because he's an ex-soldier that doesn't want to get like pulled back into the. I don't know if it's that he doesn't want to. I haven't decided really about like what he's hiding from yet, but I think he really just wanted a quiet life, and they were gonna keep, due to his record, they wanted him to stay in. He's a war hero. But there's also the bit about like he doesn't trust the Sealy court because he saw some of the things they did, and they're just. I mean, even in folklore, they're not good guys. They're just not as bad as the Unseelie. So that looks better. I mean, obviously it's not done, but at least now it looks like something. Oops. I need to put a sword in his mouth too. No, I'm just kidding. He's not Zorro. Oops. Oops. Yeah, it's gonna put him in like almost like a just a murky water. That's what I was thinking. Kind of like a. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of these three, because, whoops, she's coming along. I got her cleaned up a little bit, and like, just need to. My character is a koi fish. My character is a great white, and my character is a manta. Is a is it? Manta shrimp. Yeah. Pretty happy with this though. And I mean, they're not. None of these are done, but I made some good progress on all three of these. So I think how are we doing on time? Yeah, let's draw for another 10 minutes, and then I'll be good. is it? I don't like that. Never mind. He's a Hollywood poster. Gosh, I can't believe I just did that. Oops. I'll get rid of that. You can just do one. Orange and blue, orange and blue. That's funny. Like, oops. I'll take a break for today, I think, or call it for today, because I think we're pretty good. Yeah, like 2.5 hours almost. This is coming along really good. I'm liking him a lot. He's looking pretty awesome. I just want to refine him a little bit more, and I like everything about his armor. It's really almost like Warhammer-esque kind of, or maybe World of Warcraft-esque with the pauldrons. But I mean, in water, who cares? It wouldn't weigh nearly as much anyway, so you could. And it's Richard. He's not only a stealthy, he's really strong. So plus maybe it's just like kind of like in Skyrim. Maybe it's just made of mana, so it doesn't weigh anything. So you could just zip around, and it has the hardness of what that armor would have had, but it weighs nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I look at him. I'm trying to think. I need to work on like what he's conjuring, which I think is going to be a bunch of like those bobbit worms maybe, and like maybe a few one of those I forget what they're called, but they're like a sea scorpion. They're like this ancient creature that like was an apex predator of its time, because it was like it wouldn't be huge by today's standards, but it was very powerful for its time. So I hope everyone had fun. I'm really glad that both of you could drop by. I hope, and for everyone else who just dropped it and lurked, thank you as well. Any presence is appreciated, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be back again on next Wednesday to do work. So I should be okay by then. I just had that was just a really bad day, or like the end of a really bad few days. So I thought it'd be good to get some sleep that time, but I'm better now. So yeah, I'll see you Wednesday, and have a wonderful weekend. And yeah, I'm really excited to share more of this art challenge with you, because I have so much fun doing this one. If you really want me to, I might try the He-Man one, but we'll see. I do have a soft spot in my heart for He-Man, so because I grew up on that cartoon. But we'll see. Maybe I will do a few of those. And but yeah.